Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another live stream on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing okay tonight. As always, it is now finally the weekend. It's the day before the game, which can only mean one thing. It is time for your match preview ahead of Leeds United against Bristol City at Ellen Road tomorrow. Just before we get into it in more detail, guys, as always, please smash that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Please subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. I am live on Twitter and Twitch as well. So if you are brand new, head over to YouTube and make sure that you subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell and, of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as we go. There's a lot to get through. Obviously, I've been a little bit inactive over the last few days, just with various plans and things that I've had. So I do apologise, but we will be covering off the QPR game in a few seconds. But yeah, as I said, hope everyone is doing well. Glad that it's finally the weekend. Are Leeds United going to ruin my weekend, or are they going to make it a very, very good one? We'll soon find out tomorrow. There's 7 of you in the building as we speak, so make sure, as I said, you're smashing the like button and subscribing. Julie's in the building. Evening, Julie. Looking forward to 3 more points tomorrow. Hope you're well. Yep, feeling a lot better. Obviously, I was ill at the beginning of the week, but yeah, a lot better now. Nige is in the building as well. Evening, Nige. Very interesting and honest presser today from Farker. Let's hope not too many other coaches were listening. Yeah, it was a very interesting and entertaining press conference from Daniel Farker today, which I will be coming on to shortly. But obviously, as I said, I've not been very active on the channel recently. Obviously, I was at the game Wednesday night, so I didn't get back till late. And then last night, I had plans with work. So yeah, I just thought I'd jump on this on a live for a change. I think I might start doing the previews live moving forward now, just to see if that's any better for you guys. If it is, then, let me know. But yeah, QPR then, let's just briefly speak about the last game. Obviously, I've not shared my thoughts properly on that one. A good win, obviously. Any win is good, and any win is a bonus, of course. But I just felt it was a bit of a flat win. It was a very underwhelming win, in my opinion. Look, the first half, I thought we completely blew them away. We get the early goal in the first 10 minutes through Somerville. First goal at the South Stand end for all season. So yeah, that was nice for me. But yeah, overall in that first half, I thought everyone was bang on it. I thought the defensive unit looked very good and solid. The front 4, I thought, were working well together, linking up well together as well. And overall, I felt that Leeds were very good value for the lead at half-time. And I did feel that if we continued to attack them in the way that we did in the first half, I felt it could have been 3 or 4 in the second half. But unfortunately, and, I don't know why, but it was a massive drop off in that second half. And like I say, I can't really put my finger on it as to why. I feel like QPR were that bad that Leeds kind of stooped to their level without meaning to, probably. I just thought the passing was sloppy. I thought the play in the final third was just off. The ball was just bouncing off certain players' feet, and Leeds just couldn't really get into a rhythm in the second half. But like I said, we were just very lucky on the night that QPR were awful. Otherwise, I feel like a half-decent team in this league would have definitely took advantage of us in that second half, because it was just very flat. And obviously, 8 minutes added on at the end. You just wanted the game to end at that point. I feel like overall Leeds deserved it. We had more of the ball and we created more chances. But people who were at the game, who watched the game, will probably feel a similar way, that there was definitely a difference between the first half and the second half. And as I say, can't exactly put my finger on why. obviously there's the incident at the end where Begovic gets sent off. Obviously I was at the game. From where I was at the other end of the pitch, it looked like the most blatant red card that I've seen, and everyone around me, me included, we're all going, why is Begovic? Why is he complaining like that? It's a blatant red card. He's the last man. He's took Bamford out. It's a red card. But then obviously I've watched it back afterwards, and obviously I've seen it a few times on my timeline over the last few days, and yeah, it isn't a red card. Bamford, if there's contact, it is extremely minimal and not enough for him to go down like that. My only explanation as to why he jumped out of the way like that was just to avoid getting clattered by the keeper. But in essence, if he'd have got clattered by the keeper, it would have been a definite red card then. Obviously, the red card has been rescinded, as we all expected it to. There's no surprise there. Bamford even admitted to Begovic and Ainsworth, the QPR manager, after the game, that he was barely touched, which I guess is very sportsman of him. I don't know, but I feel like it was always going to get overturned anyway, in all honesty. As there was very, very minimal contact. But yeah, as I say, guys, there's 9 of you in the building. If you would like to get your comments in on that, then that would be very much appreciated. And we can have a chat as we go throughout the stream. So yeah, obviously, as I said, there was definitely, it was a tale of two halves in the QPR game, and that's why I've titled the video what I've titled it. A more convincing, dominated performance is definitely needed tomorrow against Bristol City. Bristol City are currently. I'll just check. Actually, I know we're 6th, aren't we, going into tomorrow's game? Let me just have a look. Yeah, so we're 6th and Bristol City are 11th, only a point behind us. Obviously, they won against Rotherham away the other night, a late winner from them to make it 2-1 to them on the night. Yeah, look, again, I've said it a few times this season, I've been quite ignorant towards the Championship over the last few years. I don't proclaim to know everything about Bristol City, but when I was looking at them earlier, I noticed that it is Nigel Pearson who is their manager, which is a blast from the past. Obviously, he used to manage Leicester, didn't he? And they're a decent side. They've got good players in their team, but for me, there's no reason why we shouldn't be beating Bristol City tomorrow. And will it be another clean sheet? Who knows? But the main thing is that we get the win. I feel like a win tomorrow would put us in very good position going into the international break. Obviously, the first game back after the international break is Norwich away, which will be a very tough fixture, in my opinion. So if we can get 3 points tomorrow, as I say, the league table looks a little bit healthier going into that. But yeah, as I say, they are a decent side. They've got good players. But there's just no reason why we shouldn't be beating them, in my opinion. Derek's saying, I don't think Leeds will finish top 2 playoffs for sure. Fair enough, mate. I think a lot of people are predicting that it will be Leicester and Leeds that go up automatically. I said at the start of the season that Leicester would win the league and that we would come second, and I'm going to stand by that for now. I do feel like we look one of the best defensive teams in the league at the minute. 5 clean sheets in the past 6 games. Minus the Southampton game. That's a very, very good defensive record in this league. There's always goals flying in the Championship, so for us to not be conceding a lot is very good. And like I said, do I think we'll concede tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I do think we'll win this game. But yeah, let's speak about Daniel Farke then. Daniel Farke's press conference today, because that was some press conference, wasn't it? It was very entertaining. He had a lot to say. Obviously, injury news, Jadon Anthony is a 50-50. for tomorrow after he rolled his ankle the other night. Joe Rodon is absolutely fine after getting that knock against QPR on Wednesday as well. Who else? Who else did he mention? Jamie Shackleton. Jamie Shackleton is out with his shoulder injury. Not too concerned about that, in all honesty. But the main question that he got asked was about Joel Perreault. And it was a very good question because a lot of people are saying it at the minute. And I think it's a worthy conversation to be had. Why is Joel Perreault not playing as a number 9? Why is he not playing further forward? Because I feel like, well, again, I'm not a manager. But I just feel like Perreault would be more effective and have more of an impact in the game if he played further forward and allowed either Rutter, Bamford, whoever to float in behind him. But he gave a 12 to 13 minute explanation on why he plays Joel Perreault deeper. And I must admit, after listening to it, I think, right, okay, fair enough, you're the manager, not me. Obviously, I feel like the main thing I took away from it was that he feels that when Leeds United have to press, that Joel Perreault is not an effective presser. He isn't very quick. He isn't the quickest forward in the league by any stretch of the imagination. But his finishing is top tier in this league, and when he's in the right position, he can find the back of the net. There's no doubt about that. But he's not the most mobile of strikers, and I feel like, in a way, the way he's playing him is probably the best way now. Look, it might be frustrating at times, and I'm sure there'll be a point in the game tomorrow where I'm shouting, why is he not playing further forward? But when you sit back and you listen to what Farkas said and you watch, how he's explaining it, you've just got to trust him and you've just got to back him, to make the right decision. Perreault has scored 4 goals in 7 games, which is a very good return. And he hasn't played as a proper number 9 in any of those games. He scored 2 at Millwall, he scored against Watford, and he scored against Ipswich as well. He's scored against some good teams in this league. And, if he scores tomorrow or not is by the by. Like Farkas said, he's not trying to put a team together to get someone the golden boot. He's trying to put a team together to get Leeds promoted. I don't care if a Leeds player gets golden boot, but if we go up, that's all I care about. Do you know what I mean? So, look, it's one of them that I think will cause debate throughout the whole season, probably. I'm sure in every single game there will be fans in the ground, on the telly watching it, who are shouting at the screen or in the ground going, why is he not playing further forward? But I think the explanation that we got from Daniel Farker today suggests that he's not going to be playing him further forward anytime soon, is he? And is there a conversation for Bamford to start? No, not in my opinion. He did okay when he come on the other night. I must admit, he did do well when he come on. He looked bright, he looked sharp. But the guy's made of biscuits, isn't he? Let's be honest. And if you're asking me who I'd want out of Joel Perreault and Patrick Bamford, I think you know who my answer is. It's Joel Perreault all day long. Guys, there's 13 of you in the building and there's not a lot of comments in the comment section down below. Please drop a comment in if you can and open up a bit of conversation. That would be very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. So yeah, how can Leeds United beat Bristol City then? It's simple. The front four need to be bang on it. If it clicks, I think we could beat them quite convincingly. But if not, and we have to struggle for a 2-1 or a 1-0, a tight win, the 3 points is all that matters. Speaking of obviously the front four, let's just go through my predicted 11 ahead of this game tomorrow then. So it's obviously Illan Meslier in goal, back four of Luke Ayling, Joe Rodon, Pascal Struijk, and I do think Sam Byram will be fit. Obviously, Farker said, if Byram's not fit enough for tomorrow, then he'll be short of options. But I think if Byram isn't fit, that Pascal Struijk will go to left back and Cooper will come in at left centre back. But if not, then I think it will be the same back four as the other night. Um, I think Archie Gray will retain his place in the midfield alongside Ethan Ampadu as well. And the front four, I think Jaden Anthony will be on the bench even if he's match fit, given what Farker said about his ankle. So I think Dan James will come in, which, isn't ideal for me because I prefer Jaden Anthony, but it is what it is. I think it'll be Dan James, Yol Perot, Crescencio Somerville, and Rutter up front. And that for me is a lineup that is definitely worthy of getting all 3 points tomorrow afternoon. And like I said earlier, guys, we just need this win to carry on the positive momentum going into the international break because we've got a few not tough fixtures, but some fixtures after the break, that are difficult. Obviously, I think we play Leicester in a few games' time, which will definitely be the litmus test. That will be the test to see where Leeds United are in this league. Look, Southampton beat us, fair enough, but I don't think that was the proper. Don't think that was the proper test at all. Leicester will be the test. If we can get something at Leicester, if we can beat Leicester at the King Power, then that is a very big statement win there. But that is easier said than done because Leicester do look like they are on fire at the minute. Julie's asking, do you think PB will get a suspension for diving? I don't know. In all honesty, Julie, that's my honest answer. I'm not sure. Obviously, there's been no rumours saying that it might happen or anything like that, but maybe the fact I don't know. Like I said earlier, I think he was just jumping out of the way of getting clattered. I don't think he was diving to try and get something. I think he was just getting out of the way. And I think that's what he was saying when he got up and he was going like that. He was just saying he was trying to get out of the way. So are they going to punish him for that? I don't know. Obviously, that QPR commentator wasn't very professional, was he? Calling him Bamford the cheat and stuff like that, which even if you think that deep down, mate, you keep it to yourself. You remain professional because that wasn't professional at all, was it? So, no, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Is he going to get suspended? I don't think so. If I had to say, I'll say no. I don't think he will. Michael saying, "Are you happy trusting in Farker's system using Rutter at 9 and Pro at 10?" Yeah, I am. I am happy to trust Farker. I think he's got a lot right so far this season and how he's handled certain situations. And I thought even how he handled that question today about Perot, I thought was it was box office, wasn't it? A 12, 13-minute explanation on why he uses Perot deeper. And like you say, you have got to back Farker because everything he's done so far has been spot on, in my opinion. And look, if it helps Leeds United win games and we get promoted, I don't think anyone will really care that much, in all honesty. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going for a victory in this game tomorrow, and I am going with. I think we're going to concede. I'm going to go 2-1 to Leeds. I do think we're going to concede for some reason. I hope not, and I hope it's another clean sheet, but I'm going to go 2-1. My goal scorers, I'll go with Perot just to prove that Farker's right after all. And I'll go with another goal from Somerville as well. But yeah, guys, look, there's 13 of you in the building right now. We've been going for just over 20 minutes, guys. I did say earlier that it would just be a quick live stream for this evening, guys. So yeah, obviously really hope that you've all enjoyed it. Big up to everyone that's joined in and watched this evening and contributed in tonight's live chat. On your way out, guys, if you could smash that like button, that would be very much appreciated. Please smash the subscribe button as well so that I can hit 3K as soon as possible. Hit the notification bell and, of course, get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And I will see you in my match reaction after the game when I'm home tomorrow. Let's go and get those 3 points, guys. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.